All right, all right, all right. What is going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. You guys should get pumped up for this video because I have gotten a ton of requests for a mid-bunk over the last couple months. I just haven't been able to seem to track one down. But today I'm down at Keystone RV. I woke up yesterday at about 5 in the morning, drove down here, and have 3 super long days recording 36 different units for you. And I am stoked for this one. This is a 2025 Cougar 360MBI. What I love about Cougar is they are very well put together. They use real hardwood cabinetry. They use the solid surface countertops that just looks beautiful, but it's also not going with what the rest of the RV industry trend is, where it's completely light and bright. This one actually has a little bit of dark mixed into it. Looks absolutely fantastic. Do me a favor and drop some comments while you guys are watching. You know, your questions, your concerns, your pros, your cons, anything that you can do definitely helps out the channel and keeps me getting invited back to these. Now, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, including a link to where you can access some location and pricing, will be down in the description. As always, we're going to start on the inside, then work our way around the outside and give you a really nice floor plan overview to see if this thing is worth your time checking out, you know, on the lot. But right off the bat, just want to show you a couple little badges here. Obviously, you got the name Cougar 360MBI, which stands for Mid-Bunk Island, but it also has the Climate Guard package. So basically, that's going to be added insulation. You know, Keystone RV, you have your Cougar and your Montanas that do a really good job of adding in extra insulation, really nice construction qualities too with the aluminum frame construction. But this is one of the more tried and true names out there in the RV industry. And I mean, they've been around forever. They'll continue to be around forever. They sell a ton of them, but they also stand by their product and really help people out customer service wise, which is, you know, really the main part. That's going to be your middle bunk. Love it. As someone that's got some kids running around, you know, it's really nice to have the additional sleeping, but also a private place, whether it's a gaming room, movie theater room, a place for the kids to, you know, come. So actually, let's just go ahead and start the tour right here. This couch right here does pull out to make a bed, so it soaks up the rest of this floor space. The head height in here is pretty darn nice too. I mean, I've been in some where you're kind of, you know, kind of ducking, but you're. Oh my gosh. It's been some long days, guys. But, you know, you're probably looking at about 6'1" right here. But the couch is pretty darn comfortable. It is firm on the butt, squishy on the back. My favorite kind of, you know, combo there. You got the LCD TV with the mounting bracket location right there. So you can probably put like a 36-inch, 40-inch possibly, with all the plugins that you need, USB and Universal C. But I imagine a lot of people will be using this as like a little mini office. You also have a place for all of your supplies or like some, you know, kids' clothing. You got pull-out drawers for all the boxers and socks. You got even more right over there. And then, again, just to reiterate, this does pull out to make a sleeper. You also have an emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. And it's got the Dracula shades, so that way you can block the old sun, keep the skin from sizzling. I'll show you that here in a second. But what do you guys think about that valance? I like that combo with that line there. I think it's really nice with kind of the pinstriping. You have the roller door on either side that'll kind of block off and give you some privacy. And now you are back here into probably like a pretty common rear living setup. However, you do have a little Murphy pantry over there, which I think is pretty darn nice. It's blocked up here by this TV and kind of hidden. This TV is on a swivel as well. You see a little safety strap right there. You also see a fireplace. That fireplace is nice. If you're not familiar with them, if you're new to camping, you know, or if you've seen my videos before, you know that those things are very strong. They put out about 4,800 BTUs of heat, which will essentially heat up the entirety of this area. Like today, I'm in Indiana. It is snowing, you know, boo. But I'll tell you, I'm in shorts and a t-shirt because I've been firing up all these fireplaces, you know, throughout and just staying nice and warm. So you got the Murphy pantry right here. So a lot of good storage on the left, some hanging room on the right. Love that. Put your coats, put your hoodies, you know, heck, maybe even like some dog leashes or something, you know, just whatever. Just a really good spot. Plus it's got the cordless vacuum prep. I'm not sure why that would be the case, but you do have outlets there. Maybe there's a little backer right there so you can screw in, you know, one of those holders. Like my wife, we have the, we just got that Dyson, I think it's Dyson. It's called the Shark. The thing only weighs like 20 pounds. It zooms in, it sucks up everything, but it's awesome. I never had money to buy nice vacuums before, And that was like a real treat for us. We're pretty stoked about that, but that we did the little dirt test. Anyway, it's not a commercial for that. Now here into the main living room. Let's go ahead and back it up a little bit and go to where I normally start. You got the slide, baby. You got all the seating that you need with a little bit of a twist. They put a little booth over here, storage underneath. Notice you're not going to be knocking any knees. You don't have to worry about clanging and banging. I've done that a million times. And then two table chairs right over there, which I think is pretty darn nice. The windows are also massive. I mean, they go up all the way from, you know, tabletop to ceiling, which is very cool. Hidden in by some good-looking valances with a little checkered pattern. The Dracula shade, baby. And then all the windows do open up for a good breeze. The bottom ones are just kind of like those mini slides, but really nice. I mean, I imagine parked down like lake life. Beautiful with this, with all the windows, including into the back. The seating is going to be directly across from your TV, so that's going to be, I'm resting my gimbal on there. That's going to be a really good angle there for you. You also have USBs built into it right there. You're also going to notice you have a light, and then you have massage, and you have heat. So it's one of the fancy ones with the pull tab recliner that lay back really nice and flat, so that way you can put it into snoozer mode. I'd rather sleep here than I would on the bed. I don't think the beds are overly that comfortable in RVs. I think they need to work on that, but they mastered the recliner sleeper mode. So I think that is pretty darn snazzy. Now back here, like I just said, it pulls out to make a bed. For an adult, it's probably suitable for like a couple of nights, tops. For a kid, obviously they can live there. Heck, my daughter can sleep like upside down and around. Our kid's he fell asleep literally like with his head like kind of like dangling off the side of the couch, and whatever. I don't know. Kids are nuts. Outlets, USB and universal C over here. You're also going to see, again, all of the windows open up. They're all tinted. This back one's an emergency exit. Pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. The cabinetry is even on, if you can see it right there, it's on a slight tilt on the edges, which I think just adds to like the extra oomph, you know? Oh, I thought that was going to connect in the middle. I like how that's separated. So these two connect in the middle. Notice how it's hands-free, which, babe, if you're watching, I love you. So you don't have to worry about the clanging and banging. I think that's pretty darn nice. But really sharp unit. And for a mid-profile fifth wheel, it does not feel bad at all. This might be that upgraded Furrion Chill Cube. I'll have to check the specs on that, which again will be down in the description, but I think that might be the 18K. You got the eco mode on there. Pretty cool. Either way, it's got that soft start on there, which is nice. You got the fan there. You got a speaker right there. And now we're over into the island, which I think looks really nice. They went kind of with the, just kind of a basic look to it. Nothing going too crazy. The countertop's got a little noise to it, which I think looks really nice. It's also, you know, not super sharp on the corners. A little bit slightly rounded out, which is really nice. You know, that right there would be like a good hip checking point. But they ended up rounding it out, which I think is just a little added touch that they give a flying wazoo. Stainless steel undermounted bowl. You also got the high-rise faucet, whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. Plumbing. You also got a little sink top right there for like a cutting board or for maybe like a little drying rack. And then you flip it around. Oh no, I didn't unscrew that. This is my least favorite refrigerator to unscrew these things. These things go. Oh my gosh, come on, dude. See, my forearms are freaking start burning. And it's like wiggling too, so you know it's like out, you know? It's like, it's excessive. All right, I'll show this refrigerator first, because I like this refrigerator a heck of a lot more a second ago. When they're already open, they're pretty darn nice. You got freezer on the left, refrigerator on the right. Perfect for a week's worth of food or so, but we're moving on past that. You got your 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixings underneath the glass shelf. I also like the good viewing window, and the oven's big enough to whip up, you know, some chickens. We got Thanksgiving coming up. Maybe it's past by the time I post this, but you know, hopefully you guys had a good time. You got A, B, zone A and B. And what's nice about Thanksgiving too is I've got my birthday is November 23rd. So every like 6-7 years or so, it'll actually land on Thanksgiving. But I come from a family, you know, mom and dad never got married. I was a little bit of a party baby when they were pretty young, you know, sitting there around 19 or so. And my entire family, I got 6 other siblings, 3 on my dad's side, 3 on my mom's side. We actually all get together every Thanksgiving. Really cool time for me, but I can't wait for that. So hopefully you guys have a similar experience where you're spending some time with some family, you know, having a good time. The old steamer stink sucker 3000 right there. And then I'm a big sucker for the lighting fixtures, and I think this is a pretty cool one. You got kind of that like half birdcage situation going on. Right as you come inside the door, it's hidden, but you got all your, this is by the way, solid surface, real wood for the cabinetry. Yeah, nice. It is that AC. That's what I was looking for. So you can actually turn that on. Might not be plugged in for that, but you can turn on like turbo mode, timer, sleep, swing. So just like, but those things are juiced up. But more importantly, not only do they spit out a ton of AC, but they're also quiet, which, you know, that matters in those AC. Some of these things can get rumbling. Look at that. You're sitting down with honey buns. You're setting the mood right. You're snuggling up. You're going to have a good time. You got yourself your tank heaters. So that's going to be 12-volt pads that stick onto the bottom of your tanks. 1, 2, 3, and 4 slides. And this is where you can check the tank levels. Again, notice the fact these are closing nice and quiet. Max air fan control, which I showed was right there. And then your control for the fan, so you can reverse it if you want the air to go up or down. I've never actually tried the air going up. I wonder why you would do that. Right here, you got the fuse box. And then a little place where you can hang up a couple things. I'm thinking some keys so you don't lose them. You got kind of the angry octopus right there. I like the other ones. They're friendlier looking. These guys look like they would like come after you, you know? Then you got the ladder, and I like it because it does this. Just again, I mean, nothing crazy, but it just comes out a little bit easier. So the pitch is there so you can close up. 800-pound weight capacity. So, you know, it's good for the plumpest of firstborns, probably about 3 to 4 of them. And, you know, you're ready to rock. You also got a little bit of action right there where you can plug in a TV, which if you can see on the top section, you have your plug-ins for, you know, like cable, you know, and outlets and all that good stuff. Another little window for another breeze, another shade. Then the bathroom, pretty darn good size for what you got going on with that middle bunk. Usually the mid bunk has to take up size somewhere, but they opt to do elongate this, you know, probably about another foot or 2, so that way you can still get the good bathroom. You got the porcelain foot flush throne, which you can tell is in a pretty good spot for a roundy like myself. You know, the flats will have no problems really in any bathroom. The roundies, we got to look out for each other. And, yeah, we can fit, no problemo. You also have a stainless steel undermounted bowl, stainless steel fixtures, and then you're also going to get the tankless on-demand hot water heater, which is nice, especially if you're having this and you have kids. Basically, the controls for that are right here. But you can take a long shower. As long as you have propane, you have hot water. And then, you know, it's instant. So the second you turn it on, you're ready to rock. 6'5" to 6'6", I would say, right there. 6'2" or so right there. Tri-Glide Glass Series. You got a fancy little shower head, kind of like the one inside most homes, where you can, like, change the adjustment there. Put it on, like, back scratch mode. Let the hot water hit you. Life's feeling good. Control for your AC in here as well. So it looks like this one's got 1, 2, and 3, with the back one being that chill cube. Windows on both sides that open up for a good breeze with outlets and shelving. So I think that is nice. And you can't really see the outlet. Let me see if I can get you in a good view. You can see the tag for it right there, but on both sides. And then you also have more right there too as well. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see here. All right, a little bit of hidden storage right there. You also got a place where you can hang up your TV with your appropriate plugins. Another little window to play friendly neighbor when you're changing. And then you have a couple pull-out drawers. The top 2 are looking like that. Bottom 2 are looking just like this. Of course, you can, you know, keep those neighbors' eyes out too. Washer and dryer with washer and dryer prep. You also have a mirror right here. It's amazing how well those clips do. Right there you got yourself, where's that control? Look at that. Love it. So neat. I love how the hanging rod is also the light. I just think it's such a good light too, you know? It's like that soft glow. It doesn't hurt your eyes, but illuminates everything. Pretty darn cool. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the inside portion of this tour. Now we're going to speed it up on the outside, just kind of show you where everything is located. And then I'm going to get skedaddling onto the next. This marks number 10 of the total of 36 done, so about a third of the way through, a little bit less than. So I've got a lot to do. Luckily, I brought the Gold Bond, baby. But all right, on the outside here, all the specifications, length, height, tank size, awning sizes, down in the description. But we are back outside, 2025 Cougar 360 MBI, mid-bunk island. Great construction, good name for service, a big dealer network. Just the service on Cougar alone will be worth, a lot of its weight in gold here. You're also going to see you got 2 awnings here on the outside, 2 marine grade exterior speakers, like a lot of RVs have. You also have your 4-point electric auto leveling and a really nice size pass-through. Does it have a drop frame on this thing? It does not. It just has a really big pass-through storage. That's awesome. Another thing that I like is both the awnings you can control here from the outside. So like, you don't have to go all the way in, which I think is just pretty darn neat. Again, it's just like an ease of use thing. You also have kind of the dry erase backing. So if you want to bring a dry erase marker, talk about your camping setup list, maybe like your setup or takedown list, equipment list, things that you're not forgetting. That'd be great. Heck, groceries for the kids when you're running up to like a shop or something. Aluminum frame construction that is going to be welded at all points with that soft glow lighting in here. And then you have your outdoor refrigerator, which will probably fit yourself up about a 30 rack or so, of apple juice Roonies, no problemo. 25-mile-per-hour wind resistant door with the screen and the outlets. And you also get the big fat boy Lippert steps that go up in there. Those things hold up to 500 pounds. So, I mean, that is pretty darn crazy. That is sturdy. I like to see it. You got your road armor suspension. So anytime you have an upgraded suspension, that's a big time dub in my book. And then you got your 2 dual axles right here. And they're going to be the H-rated 16 ply, which if you want to pause that, you can use that little scan code and learn a little bit more. The anti-locking brake system, so the ABS. So again, added safety features. Comes with the Cougar name. It's a high quality product. They want to keep that name where it's at, as one of the top G's. Heading around the back, underneath this bumper, you can see that there is a spot for your stinky slinky, so that way it doesn't get, in the way and muddy up anything for you. It's got its own little dedicated area. 2-inch receiver with a 300-pound weight rating, so that way you can tow up maybe some bicycles, some storage racks, put a little rack up there. You're good, brother. And then right here, you've got your Furrion S Vision. It's going to be prepped for a backup camera. It's a 4.5-inch screen that you can suction cup right onto your windshield so you can see what's going on behind you, with some distance markers as you're driving down the road, and a ladder with a 250 to 300-pound weight rating to get on top of your fully walkable roof to check your seals and check your slides. Right here is going to be where you plug in your 50-amp connection, and then you're also going to have the other side of that stinky slinky connection. But let's see here. Let me see where that dump is. All right, so you got one dump right there, so that's going to be one location. I guess it's just that one. So that's nice. And then right here is going to be your docking station. Let's go ahead and see if there is a light there. There usually is, yep. External shower, so hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower. Winterization outlet, city water fill, your different bypass fills, and then your ZAMP, which will be rated up for 20 amps right there for extra solar. And then your tank flush, which if you're not familiar, it's basically a sprinkler system there for your poop tank. You're also going to have your inverter prep, so all the wiring is ready, and then your one-touch electric auto leveling. Propane over here behind this door, and then up in the front, pretty basic storage with your spare tire. You're also going to get the Curt Helix. Now, I've never actually driven with this, but so far people are commenting pretty good things across the board on it. But you can tell why. I mean, it's going to absorb that shock when you're driving down the road, and it looks pretty good. There's also a black version of that too, which I think looks pretty nice. But all right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully catch you next time. Again, my name is Hunter. This is the 2025 Cougar 360 MBI, the mid-bunk island, baby. Have a great day. See you.